Hey, gang, when you're listening to this, the end of the season is really close, and we know you like to get gifts for your players and your coaches and everyone and anything in between. So, why not give your players an end of season gift that they'll actually use all year long? The Hockey Wraparound Team Deal is here, and it's saving the day. Yes, that's a pun. Let's do it. What's included? 10 hockey wraparounds, 2 goalie wraparounds. You can mix and match however you want if you contact us, but it helps to protect the expensive hockey sticks when playing off the ice so your kids won't destroy their hockey sticks. It also allows your kids to train all year round, especially in the summer. Shots, puck handling, we make it for goalies too. It is the ultimate off-ice training experience. All of this for your whole team, $199. That's a $500 value. Again, $199 divided by however many kids you have. If you need more, we can add them on at a limited price as well. Act fast. It's only available for a limited time. Check it out at hockeywraparound.com right now. Get your team covered for the offseason. We got you covered here on Our Kids Play Hockey. Let's dive into the episode. Hello, hockey skaters and goalies around the world. Welcome back to another edition of The Ride to the Rink. It's Lee, Mike, Christie, and our friend Matt Dumouchelle here today. Matt has gone around the world to look at some of the greatest hockey programs ever created. He's seen it all. He's seen the players. He's seen the coaches. He's seen the parents. He's seen the leaders. And we want to have him talk to you today about what he sees in those athletes, especially the youth athletes in other countries and other programs around the world. So, Matt, to the young people listening, what is your message to them from the research that you've done about what makes a great hockey player, what makes a great experience in youth hockey along the way?
I think the most important thing about being involved in hockey and playing hockey is having fun. If you are at some point going to play junior, or you're going to play pro, or you're going to lean on hockey to be your income for your family, at some point this is going to become a business and you're going to have business decisions to make. But when you're young and the only thing that you're looking forward to is running around in the hallways at the hotel and tournaments, or wearing your tracksuit around because it makes you feel important and makes you feel like you're part of something, when you're just looking forward to the next time that you're out on the ice, embrace that, because everybody at some point has to stop playing hockey. And you're going to take lessons from your coaches. Please make sure you listen to your coaches, and you're going to take all of those, and you're going to be able to use that in your real life when you're older, when you've got it high school, when you're going to university, when you're getting a job, when you're a dad or a mom yourself. But at the time that you're playing hockey, just enjoy playing hockey. Enjoy what it feels like to score a goal. Enjoy what it feels like to make a pass, to help one of your teammates. Celebrate all the little things that happen in a game, whether it happens to you or happens to somebody that's on your team, because that team environment is something that is really hard to find when you're an old person.
And
Like,
now, what makes a good teammate?
you number one is the selflessness, is being as excited that the kid that next to you scored the goal as you scoring your own goal. Like, it really does go a long way to when we have to make a decision of what kid makes a team and what kid doesn't make a team. I can promise you the good coaches are going to take the good people over a kid that may have a little more skill than the other, if they don't have a great attitude in the room, if they're not cheering on their teammates on the bench. All of those things are going to factor into it.
And we talked about in our main episode this week, Matt, about how in some of these great organizations, it is the team name, the organization itself, that is part of the focus for these young players. So I would say to the young players listening as well, there's a logo wherever you're playing. There's a logo on your chest every game. What does that logo mean to you? What does that team mean to you, right? Are you just playing for that team to play for the team, or is there something larger at play here? I was always very prideful for the teams that I was on. It meant something to me, that logo on the front. And look, depending on where you're at in your hockey journey, my friends, you might be having the greatest season ever and you love your team and you're loving your organization. You might be struggling this year. You might be having a hard time, being unsure. I think we all have to always go back to a place of gratitude. And again, for those of you listening, that just means being thankful for the things in your life. Matt brought up some great points, just the goal, the locker room, the room, playing with your friends. You can always go back to a place of thanks, because if you're playing this game, you have a lot to be thankful for. Okay. Whether it's your parents or guardians taking you to the game, just the fact you get to be on the ice and skate around. if you're having a hard time, or even if you're not, find a place of thanks every time you walk in that rink. I promise you, if you can do that, it's not always easy when you're young. It's going to change your perspective on how you approach the game. And to Matt's point, it brings the fun back. If you feel like you're not having fun right now, there's a good chance you haven't looked around and said, wow, I'm thankful for this. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for my teammates. Christy, to your great question, right? And Matt, just to kind of continue this conversation real quick, I imagine when you go to these hockey factories, there is a buy-in from the athletes, the youth hockey players, to the greater good of I'm part of a team. It's not just about me.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's one of the biggest takeaways from many of the clubs that I've had a chance to research is just being able to say that you play for this team and what this team means to you. Not just this year, like you said, but that you've dedicated yourself to this group and you'll kind of ride or die with this group. It's funny how dedicated some people can be to their sports team. I mean, I'm a Detroit Tigers fan. I was born in 81. I don't remember 84 very much, and we haven't won a World Series since. But man, I love the Tigers, and that's never going to change. And you can get that the same feeling being part of that team. Working with the Leamington Flyers, my girlfriend jokes like I could never leave the team because that's 15% of my wardrobe gone. It's just jerseys and track suits and but it means something. It's something that I'm proud to tell my kids that I'm part of, and in the same breath, like you said, Lee, just being thankful. Like I never played hockey when I was a kid. You gave me one opportunity to do something that I'd never did before or get to experience. I'll tell you what's right at the top of that list is being in the room, getting skates on, pads on, music's blaring, going out on the ice, hearing people cheer, skating around. Like I'm getting goosebumps talking about it. I'd love to experience that and to get to see my kid do that. And for you kids that are listening that get to do that a few times a week, savor that, embrace that for what it is, because like I said, at some point no matter who it is, the greatest players in the world, or a kid that's just out there having a good time, hockey has to stop for some of us, and it's not forever. And I know you're not thinking about that when you're a kid, but it's so much fun to be a part of, just to let the fun in every once in a while, and recognize what this feels like is such a great experience.
I know the fun has never left for me. I still love every single time I get to be on the ice, but involved in the game. Now, to close this out, the kids are sitting on the edge of their seat in the car. They're waiting for what Mike Bonelli has to say in this episode. So I'm going to throw the puck to Mike. Mike, go ahead and close us out here.
Well, listen, if you're listening to Matt and you have access to his research and what he's done and some of the stuff that the hockey factories has been written about, I would go there, research that. If you want to advance your game, use that as a nice little blueprint to some of the things you can do as an individual player to make yourself a better player. And again, it has nothing to do with being in a great organization or not. It matters what you can do as an individual. Matt said, if you're having fun, and I think fun is developing. I think fun is getting better. I think fun is researching and finding ways to compete and get better and challenge be a great teammate, but challenge your teammate. They'll respect you. You can respect them back. Your coaches will love you for it, and your teammates will love you for it. But again, go out and do the research. We're all in a great age of maybe a little less Fortnite and a little bit more reading on the hockey. We're going to be in great shape.
Yeah, you got to eliminate the brain rot wherever you can, kids. All right, so let's check it out. Matt's writing is called, again, Hockey Factories. You can look it up on Google. Parents, we know you're listening to. It behooves you to check this one out or a longer episode. And kids, remember, we nailed this Ride to the Rink. This was really good. There's a lot of Ride to the Rink episodes out there. You can find them on our website at ourkidsplayhockey.com. But for Matt, Christy, Mike, I'm Lee. This has been the Ride to the Rink. Kids, remember, no matter what you're doing, no matter where you're at in your hockey journey, we believe in you. You should too. All right? Enjoy every single second you're on the ice. Skate on, and we'll see you on the next Ride to the Rink.